Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita has expanded his Parents' Bill of Rights.
The updated document includes information on 5 subjects. It includes how to file a civil rights claim if your child is facing discrimination, how parents can obtain their children's medical rights, or opt out of a school's curriculum, and it shows parents how to better engage with the school board or run for one of the school board seats. Now, CBS 4 State House reporter Kristen Eskow is live in our newsroom after speaking with the Attorney General. And Kristen, the question is, why does Todd Rokita feel that this is all necessary?
Well, Bob Rokita says he chose to update his Parents' Bill of Rights to answer questions his office had received from parents after the document was first released over the summer. Now, while some organizations say they welcome the guidance to parents, others have concerns. Indiana Attorney General Todd Rokita's updated Parents' Bill of Rights, now 53 pages long, gives parents more guidance on how to take action regarding their children's schools and the curriculum.
My goal is to give parents the confidence that they need to interact and the knowledge they need to interact with this part of their government.
Rokita says he notified Indiana schools Monday morning of the updated document. He believes the new version, which gives parents such guidance as how to opt a child out of a school's curriculum or how to run for school board, encourages constructive conversation in school districts.
If you're going to run a free republic, in its very foundation, you need to have the citizenry engaged. That's the point. That's not political. That's American.
But some organizations say the document is political and have concerns about the original Parents' Bill of Rights and the updates made. Rachel Burke of the Indiana PTA argues the document isn't inclusive of all parents and students.
He specifically mentions running for school board, which leaves out parents who aren't citizens, so immigrant children or children of immigrants. It leaves out children whose parents have been convicted of felonies.
Burke says there are other ways parents can be involved, like reaching out to school leaders or parents' organizations. Meanwhile, the Indiana School Boards Association says it welcomes parents to be engaged with their kids' schools. Its statement reads in part, quote, "If the Parents' Bill of Rights 2.0 inspires more parents to engage in a thoughtful, meaningful, and civil dialogue with their local school board and other school officials, ISBA will be thankful." Now, keep in mind, the Parents' Bill of Rights does not set any mandates for schools or parents. It only offers guidance. Now, Rokita says if parents have concerns about changes they think should be made to Indiana law regarding education, he encourages them to contact their state lawmakers. Live in the newsroom, Kristen Eskow, CBS 4 News.